2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Squeeze, double. Tight end left. Five.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Down. 18 Gator. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got to go.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Watch the shot. Hard.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down.
He's got his tight end Fant. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 43. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And all the way home for a Bronco score. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jarrell Casey, his second sack of the night.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Throwing right, and that's complete. He got 29 yards that time. And you give him that much time to throw, especially on 3rd down, he's going to pick you apart.
You've got to increase your urgency. Even if you don't blitz or bring extra people on the pass rush, the guys going after him, they've got to get home. Otherwise, exactly as you described, he picks you apart and picks up yet another first down.
Here we go. Get to Pittsburgh. No chance. He's crossing. He's checking crowd.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
The Broncos take over.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Block now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Locke to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jalen Ferguson, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Locke going to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke, sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with him, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A give, running right, Lindsey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Locke on the bootleg. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw it is Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready to.
It's a foot race. This will be caught by Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Rock it. Get it.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready. 30 base. 36. Now.
Locke now on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Locke again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now he'll face 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script... It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now Joe Mixon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Hill. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson will look to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
52's the mic, boy. 52.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number. We can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded at the 2. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for 1st down.
You ain't doing nothing.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on,
here's
set.
2nd and 9,
play.
just a yard on that last run.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
Rock to throw on 2nd down. There goes a deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
You've got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Jackson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And if you're keeping an eye on the box score, that last run puts him over the 100-yard mark for the game. And this defense has just had all sorts of trouble trying to keep him under wraps, both passing and running.
Ready. 52. We want this.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
Check, 42.
second down. Here's Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
On third down, Jackson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, it's Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Down. 70, Indy.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Check 23 in the mark. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed. Go, go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, a good move at the 5. It's Hill, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out as the Ravens push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On play action, Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing now is Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point from McManus is good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
2. Quarterback, don't get it.
Now Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They'll look to throw. Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.